Hi, I'm Jim Lake. Once again, I've got a very fascinating piece of video that I shot right here last night, and last night would be the 22nd of September 2025. And the object appears to be the same object as I saw and showed you in a video last week or the week before. And the object appeared to be a pair of bright yellow balls in the sky connected by a red bar. It's very difficult to tell how big it was because it's very difficult to tell how far away it was when it's just a light against the dark sky. Nevertheless, this object was producing a tremendous amount of light, even though it appears for only one frame. And for that reason, although it appears to be not moving, we can't be sure that it's not, because again, we have only one frame for it. But in that one frame, I don't see any evidence of movement during the frame. In any case, in this last night, this object was just showing a red bar. There were no two yellow lights on it, and it's a red color that I have not seen in the sky before. It's a deep cherry red color, and it's very interesting. Let's have a closer look at it. Some people may recognize the neighborhood, and that is the constellation Hercules, and you can see Hercules' arm here. I want to direct your attention to this area and watch carefully. I'm going to zoom in on this thing now, and I want to make a couple of observations about it. The view that you're seeing right now is zoomed in about 1,000%. And the thing that's very remarkable about this is that if you look in the background, you won't see any stars. They've pixelated to the point where they're not intense enough to appear against the general noise in the background. But this object, this cherry red object, is perfectly visible. And not only is it visible, but it's possible to see its shape. And its shape seems to be quite rectangular, quite regular and rectangular. Now, as usual, I don't know what this thing is, but I can make some observations about it. Its shape is very regular, as I said. It appears to be approximately twice as long as it is wide. There appears to be a shape behind the red light that maybe is a little bit lighter in color. The fact that it is shining in this brilliant scarlet light tells us that it can't be some sort of orbiting object that is reflecting the sun, because obviously the sun is not that color light. Where this color light would come from in the night sky, I can only surmise that it could only come from the object itself. And I do notice that the color of it is quite similar to what we saw last time, when it also had two bright yellow balls, one on either end. I've taken a screenshot from the video that I made last week on the object that I found that was a red bar with yellow globes on the end, and I've placed it here next to this object, which I'm calling the red bar. And you can see that they are roughly the same shape. The difference is the effect of the yellow lights, which give the ends of this object a rather rounded appearance. When without those lights on, it definitely appears as a rectangle. I must say that I have no idea what this object is. My assuming that these are both the same object is reasonable, I think, but it doesn't add much to the puzzle. It looks structured, as though it has material form. I can't tell its altitude, although the intensity of the red light suggests that it's not at orbital distance, but it is hard to tell. If it is at orbital distance, it would be huge. It's totally silent. I have the background audio and there are just forest sounds on it. I'm going to close this video out with a series of photographs that were taken by a viewer and very kindly sent to me and shared with me. And I'm not going to name any names here, but these photographs were taken in Tacoma, Washington on the 21st of December of last year. And they depict what certainly appears to be a saucer hovering in various locations over the city of Tacoma. Now, the gentleman that took these photographs told me that he watched the object for the better part of a half an hour as it moved around over the city and over the area around the harbor, and he was able to take a number of photographs of it. Thereafter, no one else ever mentioned it to him. One of the things that I hope to do with my videos is to raise the awareness of the public a little bit, at least enough so that more people look up in the sky at what's above them. This is all happening right over the top of a major metropolitan area, and there are tens of thousands of people around at this time, but nobody really noticed this object hovering around the city in various locations outside of the gentleman that took these photographs. I mean, as far as I know, at least. I will let these spectacular images be the end of this video, but I have a number of other very interesting objects that I have taken video of in the last several weeks, and I am preparing some follow-on videos for that, so you'll be able to see that. Thank you for watching.